It's your boy DJ Heck One, and we live right now, baby. Y'all already know what time it is.
Yo, he's so rude.
And to my right,
hey, what it do? What it do? It's your boy King Lewis. How you doing, baby?
Y'all already know the one and only
Yes, sir.
King Lewis up in the house. He ain't been here in a minute, you know what I'm saying? But it's all good. He's here. And to my front,
hey, it's your boy O in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, all right. So check it out.
We're not. No. I'm telling you.
What do you mean? No. Whoa.
No.
We didn't even start the
I
podcast.
swear to God, I'll walk out on you, bro. I'm telling you, I'm not playing with you.
Wait, hold up.
Man.
I'm not gonna do it, but y'all making me feel some type of way. Hold up.
He's gonna do it, bro.
Did we get up and get? We didn't.
Hold up.
Go that way.
So the conversation was.
No.
Hold up.
I'm telling you, he's gonna do it.
Bro. Hold up. We ain't doing anything. Hold up, bro.
Let me
hold up. Let me say it.
We gotta take this shit up.
Hold up.
Nah.
So the conversation was, listen.
We bought flowers from the side of the road today.
Hold up. Okay.
All right.
First of all, listen.
Hey, let me get that real fast.
Hold up. Let you get what?
That hat real fast.
All right. So the conversation was today. Well, first of all, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
Happy Mother's Day, you beautiful queens out there.
You know what I'm saying? It's a little loud because it's a little hot in here. My AC broke down, so I got a portable AC. So you're gonna hear that in the background. But don't worry about that.
And it's Puerto Rican, so
okay. All right, hold up.
We're gonna be louder than that.
Yo, check this out. Check this out. So,
heck, we're not doing that.
Listen to me, bro. Listen to me.
He want to get tight. He want to get tight.
Listen to me.
You better stop.
So I had a cousin. Okay, I had a cousin that he got locked up because of his lady. All right, this is his second time being played out. I don't know if he had the problem or she had the problem. All right,
I'm nervous to see what he says. Man.
So check it out. So he had somebody that was in there that's in church. All right. Try to give him some condoning, some I don't know. I guess not condoning, some inside, right? Like, yo, man, get into the Bible,
yeah,
and all this stuff.
Okay.
And you know, what would Jesus do?
Why you ain't got a coach?
What would Jesus do? Right.
My fault.
So check this out. Hold up. So what would Jesus do? My cousin came out. No disrespect. I'm believing the Lord all day. He goes to the guy and said, yo, let's be honest.
He's cat.
Right? So, I think shit's chaotic. He hasn't get bail, so he's probably getting his ass whooping there. I don't know, by some church people. All right. You know what I'm saying? But hold up,
we're
kid.
so done after
Hold up.
this.
No, we ain't. Hold up.
Oh
how are we done?
He's gonna be so tight when he finds out.
Hold up. How are we done? Listen, I'm religious. I'm Catholic. I'm believing the Lord.
Yo, he's capping.
Listen. I ain't capping, son.
You sound like a Catholic.
I'm a Catholic.
I believe in the Lord.
All right, so check it out. So, but that's a kind of a question, right? Like,
oh my God.
Has he ever?
And
so what y'all think?
I think in other news.
Well, first and foremost, I rebuke the devil in the name of the Lord.
Okay.
Second, that's wild, bro. Don't say your cousin's name on here because he's done for her.
Oh no, I'm not gonna say it.
And the fact that you even say he was your cousin, you could have just said some random guy.
Oh no, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a hundred with it. I'm a hundred with it.
Because he's a snitch.
I'm a hundred with it.
I'm gonna be completely honest.
What's up?
And Jesus and the people in the room, like in the same.
All right. Hold up. Now I gotta say something, right? Check this out. So, are you believing getting married before getting some?
What?
What you talking about?
Are you believing getting married before you get some?
Nobody believes or don't believe that.
Sir, to my right.
Sir,
what do you think? You think so?
Are we raising hands today?
So, are we believing? Are we believing getting married before getting some? It's a simple question. It's a simple question.
It's not really simple, obviously.
Second, what do you mean?
Who am I to tell you that if obviously I didn't do that? Like,
and look.
No, wait, hold on, say it.
He knows what he's doing.
Say it.
Look,
say it.
I don't think that's a thing to believe in. It's what you're taught when you were being raised.
Okay.
Like a lot of people don't know not to have sex before you get married, or it was frowned upon by God or anything. Nobody really knows.
They don't. Well, no, I think a lot of people know that.
If you're raised that way, and it's like, oh no, you shouldn't, and
I think those are the ones that do it the most.
Yo, you know what I noticed? You know what I noticed?
I swear to God, it'll be the priest's daughter.
It
be the priest's daughter.
They are freaks in church.
Yeah, oh hell yeah, bro.
They are freaks in church.
Everywhere, bro. It's not just church.
Let's not lie about this. Stop turning red over there. You turning red over there.
He really is turning red.
Yo, my podcast is uncut, but it's for real. Listen, we ain't disrespecting. We are not disrespecting. Understand that my family, I got a lot of family that's in the church.
It's so bad, dude.
You know what I'm saying? And look, there's no disrespect to the church, but that's an honest question though. It's an honest question. And we can't even Google that because if you Google it, it's gonna say no.
Google it.
So you got people. Listen, you got people. Look, you got people that really they out in this world and they probably reached up to the man upstairs and didn't have no luck on it, right? So when somebody tells you, yo, you've been cheated on, you done did this to yourself, what would Jesus done? I mean, yo, at that point in time, you look at yourself, you locked up. Like, what do you mean? What has he ever tried?
Tried what? Oh no, dude.
Well,
so I know he didn't. I know he died on a cross for us, and I'm forever happy for that. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that's a question. I mean, you can't get mad at the person that's sitting there asking the question, right?
It's undoubtedly a question, but you know how there's questions like maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me ask you. You think somebody in the church never asked a question like that?
I think someone did, but I don't think in the format that you did it in. You just like straight to the.
Wait, hold on. Jesus tried.
It's not about Mother's Day. It's not about Mother's Day.
You said it twice.
Much respect to all the mothers out there, because I respect y'all. Y'all amazing.
This has nothing to do with Mother's Day,
beautiful.
bro.
Y'all beautiful. Y'all are beautiful. You know, real deal. But that's not what I'm saying.
This is like a guilty. Like,
look at this man. Look at this man. This man don't even know what to say right now. Look, he's like, yo,
you beautiful creature.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
He's trying not to set himself up.
No, look, that's an honest question.
We're all bad.
Yo, listen, look, y'all don't even know what to say right now. I mean, yo.
I'm not setting myself up.
Look, listen, it ain't to be set up. This is what I'm saying, though. Look, we're going to get off that conversation.
No, he's just like that.
We're going to get off that conversation. All I say is that, yo, cuz, I hope you good in there. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you should have said it like that. You should have asked. You should have asked it in a different wording.
I don't even got.
All right, but yo, if y'all got comments, yo, listen. Look, like I said, it's not about going against the religion. It's not about going against God, because I love and I'm believing God and I'm believing Jesus. All right, but there was a question that was asked.
I wouldn't even say
there was a question that was asked.
We want to know.
Leave the comments in the below.
Exactly. We want to know what
leave the comments in the
say.
below. And don't disrespect. Like I said, it's no disrespect. This is a podcast. We're going to speak our opinion. Right. This is what a podcast is about, speaking opinion, no?
I don't know if I have an opinion on that.
So
what do you mean? What do you mean you don't got an opinion on that?
I just don't have an opinion on that. But I'm curious to see what he says, because then I might have an opinion.
All right.
Because he just said let's get off the topic, so I'm going to do that right quick. Like,
real
quick, I'm going to take it. But, all right, so me and my shorty were having a conversation the other day, and she doesn't like how some cartoon movies go live play. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But I'm thinking Lilo and Stitch is going to be the shit. You know what I mean? Because now it's not cartoon. Mm-hmm. It's going to be live play. You know?
Yeah.
But,
what you mean?
All right, so you know how they got Lion King when it was
like
cartoon?
Live action. Like, they look real. It looks real.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I get, live action. There you go.
Okay.
So I liked the Lion King live action. But, like, she's not one to go ahead and give it a try. But I think she says she's going to try, like, the Lilo and Stitch.
Yeah.
But, like, How to Train a Dragon. Like, I want to see that shit live action. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
of course.
But what the fuck you mean live action?
Well, because it's not.
No, nigga. Like, give me the specifics on that shit.
I don't know if it's
what
right.
You mean? What you mean?
Right.
Yo, listen, it's all right. Listen, look, my podcast is 18 and over.
All right, so not cartoons. It's like real life.
Real life shit. Like you fucking, like you Batman, like you Batman, she's Catwoman type shit.
Yo, he trying to make this like an Adam 22 podcast.
Hold up. Yo, wait.
We don't talk about nothing but vagina here, bro.
Hold up. Yo, Lewis, hold up. You talking about when you say that shit? You talking about like Batman and Catwoman, but on some live shit, like nigga, like some real shit.
No. All right, Batman was a cartoon, right?
All right.
Yeah.
So now they made Batman a live, like human movie instead of a cartoon.
So they look realistic, you know what I mean? So you have a realistic and then you have cartoonish. So you know how like most old movies, they just used to look all animated. They were just mainly animated.
Yeah, it was a cartoon movie that they turned it into.
They drew all the cartoon characters.
Live action,
it's not like that no more. Like SpongeBob, all those like, you know, shows for like, you know, for the kids and stuff like that. They all look real now. It all looks, you know what I mean?
Like Sonic the Hedgehog,
it's weird.
He was a cartoon, and then they made him.
I don't know what this got to do with like.
What is it, live play or live action?
Yeah, but hold up, but why you change it to that shit though?
I don't know. You want to talk about Lilo and Stitch?
But I want to know what people's opinion is. Like, y'all rather keep it, you know, the cartoon, or y'all like the live play? Because a lot of people like the Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast.
Yo, is this an ad for like Disney Plus?
Hold on, this nigga said, hold on.
For like Disney
Did he just
Plus
say Little Mermaid?
Yeah,
Hold up, bro. Hold up.
Because they have it in a cartoon.
I got you. I understand. I'm
but
getting
nobody
it.
really liked the live play.
Hold up, man. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
You got me
here?
off guard. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you.
When I sat there and said change the subject, this nigga went to Little Mermaid and shit like that.
Listen. It was Lion King first.
No, listen. Okay, well, look. All right. There's gonna be nothing like the OG, you know, ones that always got made first, because those are the best ones. You know what I mean? It's your first project. You know, they come out. It's super successful. If you want to steer back into that topic we were talking about, but not to get too directly into it, because it got like weird with the whole Jesus thing. But
oh no, wait, hold up, yeah, we got out of that. We got out of that quick. It was like I said, it wasn't a religion thing. It was more of a question. It was more of a question. And you know what? You're right with the OG thing, yo. Because let me tell you something. I had somebody that left a message on my comments, right, about this OG. That he had an OG speak to him, right? But this OG
He's talking
did
about
not.
OG cartoon.
No, wait. What? We ain't talking about OG cartoon.
That's what he meant. He's like,
am I
like the OG
Hold on,
cartoon.
wait.
What y'all talking about?
Hold on, wait. Am I tripping on acid now? Like, are we keep dripping up to like the
Nah, ain't no OG. Hold on. But I'm talking something serious.
Cartoons, gangsters.
Hold on. Look, I'm gonna keep it 100, yo. The comment was for real. Yo, I had an OG. Listen.
We're still trying to figure out.
All right, listen.
Go ahead.
The nigga, there's certain words you can't say on here, bro. And I keep forgetting. So you know what I'm saying? I'm from the hood. That's the way I talk. Yes, a lot of people say, "Oh, this and that," and you can't say that. Shut the.
Wow.
All right. Yeah, it sounds like I'm violent, right?
You're very violent.
I'm not violent. I'm not violent at all. Word up. I'm not violent at all,
That's
bro.
a cap.
All right, hold up. Check it out. I had a comment.
All right.
That my man, well, he asked me, yo, what is an OG supposed to tell you, in a sense, in the hood, right? Because this OG told me something that I felt that wasn't OG like. Okay, I'm gonna explain something to you. I'm not gonna put his name out there. I'm from the hood, all right? I consider myself an OG. I put my dirt in the soil and all that crazy shit. You know
Are we
what I'm
talking
saying?
about hood politics?
No, check it out. Yeah, because that's the way I see it. If somebody gonna talk to me about OG,
OG
it's
gang
about the
related,
hood.
or like just
gang,
OG
like you know
as
what I'm
in
saying, gang shit. He said that the OG told him to shoot up a house.
It's called live action. All right, go ahead.
Wait, hold up, right? To shoot up the house, right? So I comment back and I say, yo, you should be on my podcast. I'm gonna tell you what OGs ain't supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
I'm considering myself an OG. If you out there in the hood, right?
Yeah.
And you got beef with somebody, and that person, you see him in the streets, then you handle that beef with him in the streets. You don't take that shit out on somebody in the house, his mother, sister, little babies, all that shit, because they got nothing to do with it. So a real OG would have told him straight up, like, yo, that ain't the way we handle shit. The real way to handle shit as an OG, if you catch that man in the street and then you handle yours in the street, not to go shoot up something. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's what I wrote back and I told him, because how would I know this? I'm from the hood. I consider myself an OG. I done told a lot of people to do things, you know what I'm saying, because they respect life. Would sit there and tell a youngie to sit there and get a gun and go shoot up a fucking house, bro. That's not the way OGs or gang members that I know won't do that.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of like a
No,
gray area.
no.
Like,
I don't think
when people do a drive by, they don't care who's in the house. They trying to get the
But you know what I consider that right there? I consider that fake gang members, right? Because you shooting up a house for what? What are you getting out of shooting up a house if you only got beef with that particular person? You got beef with the mother? You got beef with the grandmother? How about the 1-year-old baby?
It is different because, like, it's not like you catching somebody and some dudes that is rolling with them. Because I'm going to get you and who you rolling with. But
right.
When it comes to a family, baby, like, you know that's his mom's and shit.
Right.
Like, yeah, bro, save that shit for another day.
That's personal. Live by the sword, die by the sword type deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that, I don't think the people that I know die by the sword like that. So
Most
if you
people
listen
do.
to
What
an
do
OG,
you
if you
know
listen
what
to
that
OG, if you listen to an OG and the OG's telling you to do that, yo, what I say is they get out of that quick and handle it like a real man. A real man will handle it with the person he had beef with. Let's leave that shit alone. Let's leave that. No, what the hell you was telling me about this damn cartoon shit, bro?
All right, it's not cartoon. All right, so cartoon and live action.
Yo, this is crazy to switch up, man.
They turn
how we switch up like this is fast
into live action movies,
right?
And a lot of people have,
No, I don't know.
problems with that because, like, there's different views and opinions about it.
Okay.
About
like my thing is, all right, so you're gonna make old school cartoon movies into live action, but I believe there's like cartoons out there that need live action play too. Like fucking, I want to see a live action fucking Thundercat. For real, nigga. Like I was a Thundercat kid. Like, hey, bro, don't act like you ever wake up Saturday night and watch X-Men, fucking Thundercats, fucking G.I. Joes and all that shit. And now they all live action.
This is what we paying for.
Hey, look, we changing the subject from Jesus.
Yo, you mean?
So y'all asked me to change this shit.
Hold up, yo, but you changed it dramatically though.
Hey,
you changed it like yo. He went straight to a real conversation to like yo. How y'all like Thundercats?
Hey, all right.
Wow.
Look. Let's talk on the topic because at the end of the day, we have our edit man, we have all that team professional, right? The point of the podcast is to keep it super authentic, right? We love that.
Yeah.
I have a question. I've been super curious, man. You know what I mean?
Talk to me.
I find myself not wanting to have YouTube. I've been having YouTube for a good minute now. It's like my go-to for everything. But I'm trying to like not to steer towards that, you know what I mean? And then I go on there and I realize like the main thing, the most popular thing right now is like streamers. How do y'all feel about streamers? I kind of see that, you have your own streaming thing going on. You like to stream gameplay and we also have our own podcast going on. I see that you like to be part of it and stuff like that, you know what I mean? But then you kind of also have your lifestyle and your personal things that you have, or your hobbies that you got going on the side, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like there comes a moment where you're like on the bed, you find yourself on the bed, right? And you're bored and you're scrolling through it, and then you kind of see like, the stuff that's like out and new now and the most popular.
Yeah.
But I don't really find people talking about how they feel about it, like how they, I don't know. Just how they feel about it.
How they feel about doing it itself and then going out there in the street and then people tell you, yo, I saw your podcast, I don't appreciate it. Or I saw your podcast.
No, that's beef.
No, wait, hold up. Because I get good and bad.
I be thinking about stuff like that with the people that do prank, bro.
Yeah.
And then they get caught up in the craziest situation.
But
when
that
they
right
start
there,
pulling out a gun and it's like, bro, what did you think was going to happen? Like,
yeah.
You fucking around a real hood and you throwing up fake-ass gang signs with real motherfuckers that know gang signs.
Yeah.
So you want to talk? You want to talk about hood politics?
No, but wait, but hold on. But
that's not hood politics. But it's kind of
you
like
deserve to get your ass whooped. And I think all that shit stays because if you was doing that shit in the hood where I'm from, I don't think you'll make it a block.
Nah.
I don't know, bro.
When I seen one when Buddy was like, yo, check it.
Who's Buddy? Call him out. You know his name?
I don't know, some streamer.
Oh, okay.
So
there's so many of them, bro.
I'm flipping through and he's like, oh, I'm gonna go to this hood and act like, ask for directions and then be like, oh, why you getting all mad, bro?
Yo.
And he's like, yo, are you fucking tripping?
They even had a dyke female do
something
like that.
But he got his ass whooped, right?
But that's the thing. He'll tell them, oh, it's a prank, it's a prank, it's a video, and they're like, I don't give a fuck.
He did that. He did that, yo. Hey, He did that to a UFC fighter. I know who you're talking about. Yeah. He did that to a UFC fighter.
And he went into the cage with him.
Yeah, and he went in the cage with him and got his ass whooped.
I see that. I see that. Yeah,
my man got so choked out. He was like, bro, I'm going to do this for y'all. It's a prank. It's a prank. And I was like, bro, why you?
Yo, it's the ignorance, yo. It's the ignorance. There's one I seen where the dude was in China. He went to China, or I think it was like in Japan. And he just started going on like subways, you know, just like all these different locations where there's like mad people. And he would just start, you know, talking mad crap in front of them. You know what I mean? He's like trying to antagonize them, trying to start a problem and stuff like that. But he was doing it just for content. And then it got to a point where like the cops had been involved and stuff like that. He got kicked out of the country.
Well, people, yo, that's fucked up. Damn, out the country,
fam. If you get kicked out from a country,
that's a problem. They got tired. They wasn't even playing
at that point, bro.
They wasn't even playing with them.
Doing too fucking much.
Yo, and then you got the prankster. They got shot in the stomach.
Yeah.
In the mall.
Yeah,
Yo,
now hear me out, right?
I don't know how I would act because I don't know if it's a prank or not. Like how I'm supposed to look. I'm a person that carry all day, right? Okay. So imagine somebody coming pranking me, acting like they're gonna rob me some. Like if I fear for my life, I'm gonna shoot your ass.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna ask questions after that shit.
Did y'all see the new prank though?
Wow.
The new prank, Buddy goes to the hood. And he reaches to grab people's actual gun, bro.
Nah.
What the hell kind of prank is that? Bro, that's not a prank. That's suicide.
Bro, I don't know what it was, bro. But then Buddy go ahead and pulled out his other gun that he got.
Yeah.
And he was like, yo, give me my shit. I ain't playing. And it was like, damn.
Yeah.
This shit crazy.
You know what's crazy, yo?
Stupid, bro.
No lie. I don't know if y'all ever saw this this show. It's called Found Guilty or Not.
No.
All right? There's a new show that comes out. It's on DirecTV. It's Guilty or Not. So these are real actions that people done did, and then they don't know if they're gonna go to jail for the rest of their life. And then some of them are legit, some of them are not. And there was this guy that sat there and got shot with a paint. He was a correction officer. This is live. You can see this on DirecTV. He got shot from behind with an airsoft gun. But it burnt him so much that he feared for his life. He thought he got shot.
That's a cat, right?
No, heck. I'm not lying.
He was looking for somebody
Lewis,
to shoot.
I'm not lying. Listen to me. Yo, look. So my man turned around, pulled out his Glock because he's a correction officer. They carry their shit. Pulled out his Glock and thought he got shot. He shot the kid in the face.
No.
But the kid kept driving off.
Yeah.
Right? So now this is where he fucked up at. He didn't call or report it. 2 days after that, they come into the jail to pick him up.
Yeah.
All right? He killed somebody. He explained the story. Tell me how this man got found not guilty because of the action. They had cameras. And they saw that he got shot from behind. But how you supposed to know if you don't know what's going on? That's like getting shot with a paintball gun.
I don't know.
It hurts. You don't know if you got shot or not.
I think people need to leave people the fuck alone, dog.
That's what happened.
What that is,
and
bro.
so the jurors they saw everything, like, you know, pretty much they really saw everything. And like, yo, he got shot from behind. He don't know what he got shot with. He sees the car pulling out. His first reaction was when he got shot, he thought he got shot with something. It was burning his back. He turns around, he pulls out his Glock, shoots the dude. Didn't even know he shot him in the face. All right?
Yeah.
He didn't know he shot him in the face.
I mean, if you shoot
or
a
anything
gun
like
and
that.
you aiming that gun, you know where you shooting. Bro.
So you know, he thought he was gonna go to jail for the rest of his life because the simple fact, he never called the cops. He never reported that he discharged his gun.
Yeah.
And he's a correction officer. So, you know, but he won that case. So at the end of the day, this goes back to the pranksters.
Well, wait a minute. So he sees the car taking off and he busts the shot.
No.
Oh.
The car when he got hit with the airsoft gun.
Yeah.
All right. He got hit with that. He felt his back burning. He turns around. His reaction is turn around, pull out his gun, and shoot back.
Got you. But
all right.
They're already in the truck though.
They were in the truck.
Yeah.
They were behind him.
So it's a few people. All right.
He was walking in his parking lot.
Arm extended out with a pistol.
No, he didn't see no arm, and he admits it. He said it. He told the cops. He said, "I didn't see no firearm. I didn't see, but all I know is a car from behind me. The car rolled down, and I felt something hit me in the back.
That's not how that works.
I turned around. It worked like that, buddy. And this was in New York, by the way. I could prove that shit. Look it up on Guilty or Not.
Correction officer.
He was a correction. Yep, he was a correction. What?
In New York?
Open carry.
Yeah, he's a correction officer. He's considered police.
But it's not a open or closed carry state, no?
Nah.
No.
New York?
He didn't have it opened. But remember, correctional officers are allowed to have they duty gun on them because they work at a prison.
Nah,
My
but
man,
they're not allowed to
Was
have
he
their guns
off
on.
yes,
duty?
they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
All right, was he
Because
off
they
duty?
work at a gun. I mean, they work at a gun. Hear me? What the fuck? I'm over here saying they work at a gun. Work at a jailhouse.
Yeah.
So they always in fear for their life. You
But
never
was
know
he
the one
off
gang
duty?
member.
That's my question. Was he off duty?
He was off duty at that time, yes.
Okay.
But he's able to carry his correctional officer gun
Understandable.
because he's a correctional officer.
feeling a
yeah.
burn from the back and
Yeah.
and trying to correlate that with a vehicle that you couldn't even identify who was inside the vehicle.
Yeah.
Absolutely makes no sense.
Well,
I
check
don't
it
know
out.
how
Check it out.
they
This
even-
is what I tell you. Google that right now. Correctional officer from New York wins trial.
Is that what you're doing? Is that what you're doing?
I'm
Look,
Googling if they're allowed to.
look, listen.
have
Open
Google
carry
it.
or closed carry or
Google
no,
it.
corrections, right?
Google correction officer.
Yeah.
They got shot with an airsoft gun and wins, or whatever the case is. However you
I
put
don't
it on
know.
Google.
Maybe
and
there's, like,
wins
missing details.
because of just because they saw it. They saw how the details was. It was like, and he feared for his life. He didn't know if he got shot or not. He just felt the steam.
I feel like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe,
All right,
maybe not.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Did they identify who the individual was that was shot in the face?
Yeah, because the car ended up going to the stop. His boy was with him.
Who was he?
It was two young kids acting a fool out there shooting people.
Yeah, bro, they can.
They could do that?
Yeah, yes, the New York correction officers are authorized to carry firearms off duty, according to Wikipedia.
Yeah, that's because
They're
of why.
authorized to do it because they know
Because they
inmates,
work at a prison,
yeah.
guys.
Yeah,
Remember that
it said
shit.
the authorization is part of a state law enforcement officer safety regulation.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Now look up Old Joe Society. Look up correctional officer wins trial from getting shot with an airsoft gun in New York, and you'll see it come up. He was proven not guilty because they looked at everything.
How long ago did this happen?
So this is why you can't be pranking on shooting people, huh?
How long ago did this happen?
Well, it just came up on the show, so it probably happened like a year ago.
Oh, it probably been happening, but it just came out on the show.
Yeah, it probably happened like a
But
year
that's
ago or something like that.
Yeah.
Yo, but at the end of the day, it goes back and looking forward as stop pranking, stop doing stupid shit, because you could die, you could lose your life. And people are doing it for cloud, but what you gonna do? What cloud you gonna have when you get shot?
I mean, that's kind of like the risk that comes with it. You know what I mean? There's no risk without reward. Obviously, they get rewarded like a lot of money, Lambos. You know, they get to show off this lifestyle. They get to live this like lavish lifestyle. All you got to do is just kind of like, you know, you got to take some risks. But, you know, when it comes to the whole art of like, I don't know, a lot of it does feel fake now. It doesn't feel, you know, like real pranks.
like-
it feels like it kind of is already like people are pre-selected, you know, they make the videos and then boom, they stream and then, you know what I mean? That's why I was looking at it, and I kind of like found myself having to want to like get away from it for a little bit to like kind of like, you know, not lose grip of reality too. You know what I mean? And it's kind of like, yeah, it's fun and it's very entertaining, but you know, how much entertainment is too much entertainment?
It is.
You know what I
It
mean?
is. Like you
And
got
so
the
it kind of like steers into your personal life or bleeds into your personal life, and you realize it's not kind of how things go.
Yeah.
You know, and
like
it's-
sometimes cloud doesn't give you. Sometimes
Yeah.
cloud doesn't give you. It gives you cloud in a bad way.
Yeah,
you know
but
what I'm
I
saying?
see
They
it.
all doubt. They all doubting you.
I
Like,
see
you
it. I
found
see it, bro. I see it.
No?
Dog. And it's crazy, man. But speaking of law enforcement, I'm not tripping. There's been so much law enforcement around lately.
Yeah, because they know
Like,
something's gonna
lot.
go down.
And then you know, we're, you know, South Florida. I get it. You know what I mean? It's
I mean,
it's overcrowded.
Though, bro.
Yo, when
Like,
you
we
see
need 'em out here.
when you see nah, that was me right here.
Oh, I'm like, what the?
Dude, the hell you doing?
No, I'm dropping shit because we had a guy, right? We had this one guy,
He
right?
just li-
And that nigga was dropping shit, burning shit, so we fired him. We were like, fuck, we handle all this shit by ourselves now. Now I'm dropping
Yeah,
shit.
you seen that video, right?
But I'm not gonna fire myself.
So I think you should get
It
fired.
started-
I mean,
no,
this
bro.
is policy, right?
No,
Wait, hear me,
you
but
didn't
did
see
you
you didn't see when our shit got on fire?
You didn't see the video where like all the equipment had caught on fire.
Yo,
bro?
people thought that shit was fake. We're like, nah,
They
nigga,
thought that we
you
put a filter for it to start smoking, but it's like if you look closer, that's real smoke. And if you see
So
the
y'all
reaction,
Y'all
it
build a
was-
fake fire.
Nah,
do you build it
bro,
in
ain't no
with
fake fire.
equipment like
the
that?
shit.
Hell no.
Yo, right afterwards,
You said-
right
man, this
afterwards,
is
the
a
mics,
joke.
the mics blew out.
he was playing that. He
I was just joking.
He was
I was
like,
joking.
yeah, I'm gonna say this corny joke real fast.
So
Nah,
y'all
he's
build
Puerto
this
Rican.
fire?
He's Puerto Rican, guy. He's Puerto
Yeah.
Rican. They asking if you Chinese.
Yeah, that was the most sarcastic laugh, though. That was not real,
Bro,
dog.
that was real. That was real.
That was no real laugh.
Don't tell them to take off my glasses, bro. My glasses. Shit. I'm chinito because I smoke.
Yo, real
I
talk.
smoke.
yo.
That's why I
This
look
nigga's
chino.
stupid.
Real talk, real talk. Hey, the bud barber, yes or no?
What?
What's that?
That's your like realm.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
What's up?
Sativa or indica?
I'm a hybrid guy. I'll take them both. If I have sativa and indica, I'll mix them together.
What if I told you that doesn't matter? They're all the same.
Oh wait, hold up. What we talking
Nah,
about? I'm
he's
telling you
so
right now,
lost right
if
now.
I take any of that, I'm paranoid. I gotta leave this podcast quick.
Yo,
So I can't
but let me
fuck
ask
with
you a
that.
question. What are you gonna do when you like 90, right? And then like, let's say, your joints start
You
to
got
hurt, you get
glaucoma or
old,
some
and then they
shit.
gotta tell you like, listen, sir, we understand that the pain is not gonna go away no time soon. Like this is gonna be
Cannabis is gonna
permanent in
help
your
you
life.
get through it.
But if you would like to, suppress the pain, then that's where cannabis comes in from. So do you think you're willing to like deal with the pain?
Well,
Or are you willing to like numb yourself a
I'm-
little bit, not feel the joint pain, and get over the anxiety?
45. I'm 45 right now.
Okay.
That shit does not work for anxiety for me.
It
That
gives
shit
you
doesn't work.
anxiety because
I tried that shit. That shit gave me more anxiety, nigga. I would never try that shit when I'm for anxiety.
Yo, imagine that.
Now,
with him.
remember,
Oh,
I'm
man.
45 years
He's
old.
dead.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
He's gonna feel like
be done.
he's seeing God. Like he's like, yo,
Yeah.
I'm here. That's it.
What are you talking about?
I'm in Jupiter.
You hitting
all
that.
right. So hear me out. Dab is like the most like concentrated form of THC. Yes.
Oh no, I know. Yeah.
Am I
Oh,
right? Okay. So I'm saying if you get paranoid with just like regular, imagine dab you.
Yeah. I'll be fucked up in the game.
Yo, he walked down the house with me one time. So yeah, his face is getting red. He know he did. He hit it right,
Play
and then
that story.
I'm just
Play
like,
that
I
story.
don't know if he was watching TV, and we're just like watching Cops, I think. And I'm like, he's like, yeah. And then we're having a conversation about something I forgot, and
what,
then
he
5
slow?
seconds later, he hit like a pen, the little just like some light, and then 5 seconds later he's like gone. I'm talking to him. I look, and he's not there anymore. I'm just like. I walk out and he's just walking. He's just walking away. Like,
Yeah,
just
she gets me
walking away.
paranoid, nigga. Like I don't like that shit.
You gonna need
That
like,
shit.
real indica.
Nah, I
Nah,
don't
that's
need
too
any of it.
I don't think it makes a difference though. I did like how you just do like your little curious research. You go on like Safari or like you go on
Yeah.
Google. Just like, is there actual difference?
There's a difference.
What's the study on that?
All right.
What actually makes a difference? Because what I'm thinking is that people are more steering towards the psychedelic part of it.
All right. So our bodies
Or
have
like how you
something
feel.
called cannabinoids. So those cannabinoids are activated with either you're taking sativa or indica, right?
Yeah.
So it's how your body reacts. So to some people, it really doesn't matter. Like they'll hit a sativa and they'll act like an indica, or they'll hit an indica and they'll act like a sativa.
Yeah.
Some people just don't want to mix them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Facts.
But when you try that strain that fucking puts you to sleep, hold on to that motherfucker because it might not happen again. You know what I mean? So
It might not happen
so-
again.
So ChemDog for me is a real dominant indica hybrid.
Chemdog?
Yeah, ChemDog.
Explain.
It's a strain.
Is it a bud?
Yeah, but it's a strain.
So you have it in like bud form?
yeah.
Okay.
Nigga, that shit. What's the name of it?
Here's
That
the
shit
thing-
sounds scary as fuck.
No,
nigga.
it's a bud. See, here's the thing,
ChemDog,
right?
ChemDog.
There is a difference between bud and like dab or like cart. And it's crazy because the concentrate and the percentage is higher on one and is lower on the other one. But the one that has a lower, percentage, I feel like you have more of a euphoria.
Yeah.
So am I tripping?
Nah, you're not. Because
All right, so
weed is going to hit people different, bro. Like, from any kind of source.
Yeah.
You could take it in capsules,
Yeah.
drops,
Yeah.
light it,
yeah,
vape it, all that shit.
mm-hmm.
Once you find the one that works for you, like, all right, so there's this one that when I first started working in the industry was called fish whistle. All right?
Yeah.
So for some people who don't know, fish whistle is a term
Yeah.
that
It sounds super nasty, right?
early fishermen
It's a fish whistle, baby.
I don't know.
early-
It sounds super nasty.
early fishermen used to say that
Yeah.
while going out to fishing, be like, oh,
Yeah.
you got a fish whistle. So basically,
Yeah. Okay.
it's like, hey, it's meeting time.
Yeah,
You know what
it's
I mean?
meeting time, yeah, yeah.
Safety meeting or whatever.
Yeah.
So this fish whistle, bro, you hit this motherfucker, bro, and you're wired. It's like you took 2 monsters and a Red Bull, and you got actual fucking wings.
No.
Yo, this motherfucker had me
Heart pounding, huh?
Bro, I was like, and I'm already hyper as
my
fuck, bro.
God, dude.
Y'all already
Imagine
know
me taking that
I'm
shit,
already
nigga.
fucking hyper. I wake
Yo.
up.
I'll take that. I'll be gone.
The
I'll be
most
like,
high
nah.
I've ever been was either when I was in high school. You know this already. So we're not going to do this thing where it's like, oh, I never knew this. All right? I changed, all right? I
What do
changed
you
for the
mean?
better. I'm trying to change for the
At what
better.
point of high school when you tried
Definitely.
That part that you didn't know about.
that? Yeah, because he's saying I knew it. I'm like, damn, I never even knew you done
definitely
hit
like-
some shit in high school.
It's
Definitely
not-
like 10th, 11th
It's
grade.
not like jail, you know. It's
Yo,
not
yo,
like-
yo, let me tell y'all something. Before you start that I already know where that's gonna go.
Yeah.
Yo, when y'all get old and you got kids, they hide a lot of shit from you, yo. And you find this shit out when you're comfortable with them and shit. They be like, yeah, man,
That
I
was
kind of
personal.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
So now, I'm now
yo, that's like
I'm
you
starting to
couple
find out a
drinks
lot
and be
of
like,
shit.
go ahead,
It's
keep
one of
going.
the-
So when you sit there and think, as a parent, you was the best fucking parent, yo, your kids are better than you.
That's a cat,
He
bro.
not- hey, how many times have you stole your dad's car, bro? Don't lie.
What the
How
never,
many
dude.
times have you took the key and stole his car?
All right, first and foremost, I don't live in Beverly Hills because that's only that's only
I
something
would know,
Hollywood
nigga,
parents
all
do.
my cars got fucking trackers,
Yeah,
nigga.
like everything he has a tracker on it. Second, I would never take his truck.
So why take drugs at school?
That was stupid. Nah, it was corny.
Yo, but wait, hold on.
It was corny.
Hold up. Hey, Venus,
corny.
we doing a podcast. Go over there. Yo, check this out. My dog is trying to get
She like,
in.
what's going
She's
on?
like, what's going on?
It's too much
check
happiness.
this out.
I
Check
heard
this
he
out.
stole a car.
Check this out. Lewis.
What's up?
So did you do it in high school and you was in class feeling it?
That sound like
That's the
all
best.
of it sounds
That's the
sexual.
fucking
But
best.
No, was you feeling it in the class?
yeah, it was the
or
worst experience I've ever
Why,
experienced
you
in my
planned on
life.
it?
It was bad.
Yeah, it was bad,
Oh,
bro.
nah,
Yo,
bro.
my face was pale. It was my first time. I feel like I was dying. I was just like, ugh. And I was just like dragging on the wall. And then I got my report card, right? And it was like definitely not the best grades you got. So I was just like even worse high. And I was just like, you know, and then I'm just like, yeah, this part
Now,
not.
when I first smoked
It's
in
too
high
strong,
school,
bro. You know
when
what I
I
mean?
first smoked in high school, I was paying attention right after lunch, boy. I was
That's-
like, oh, shit.
That's why, I feel like someone like you know, like you belong. Like it's good for you. It's you know, it's like your medicine. But for certain other people, it's just bad.
Yo, let me tell you, yo.
It's just like,
Peer pressure
whoa.
is something crazy,
I had some
right?
bad experience.
Yo, let me
It
tell
is.
you,
Like,
peer pressure is
I done
something
ate
crazy.
edibles from my homeboy Greg, bro. And this motherfucker just buy a dart, which is like the strongest form. Like
Yeah, yeah.
He'll buy the fucking dart. He'll grab 2 cookies, put the fucking the solution on the cookie, bro. Eat the cookie with no problem, and
Yo.
it's 300 milligrams in that bitch. So you eating this motherfucker like, okay, cool. About an hour later, we're about to close the store, and once I locked the door to the store,
That shit hit.
boom.
Yeah,
That shit
I
hit.
was like, the fuck?
Let me tell you something.
All right.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
What's up?
Peer pressure is a motherfucker, and when you're around a bunch of boys and you're trying to be down with them, it's another motherfucker. 'Cause let
That's
me
the
tell
thing
you,
I was gonna
the
say,
first
bruh.
time I smoked.
Had to be in the
With
projects,
boys.
obviously.
Yo, it was 6 people. We would check it out.
Y'all
So
sat
they
up at-
asked
y'all
me.
sat at the
It was
park on
my
the
boy.
bench.
Yo, my boy Anthony know about this. Yo, I'm naming names. My boy McGilly, all of them. Cause we went to McDonald's after this. That's when I had the worst experience, yo.
Oh, he feel like he gonna get jumped or something?
No. yo. So then we rolling Phillies, and these motherfuckers, they're rolling with nothing but hydro.
Yeah.
The best shit back then.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, they were like, yo, you gonna smoke, right? So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, damn. But in my mind, I'm like, damn. But I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, nigga. I was
Supposed to be home, bro.
Yo, I'm like hardcore hack, you know what I'm saying? Not
Yeah.
east. So I'm like, damn, nigga, how I'm gonna get myself out of this shit, right? And we in the hills. There's 3 chicks. There was 7 of us.
3 chicks and
And yo,
7
no,
dudes?
hear this. Yeah, no, we always had chicks that hanged out with us.
That's fire.
Check this
yo.
out. No,
Nah, I
let's
like
that. That's
let's
fire.
make it even more fire.
Especially back in the day, yo.
Everybody had a
It
blunt.
was fun. It was fun.
Check it out. Everybody had a blunt.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yo.
So now,
Why you
I'm
rolling
not
and
thinking.
smoking,
I'm thinking
Yeah.
one blunt.
Everybody
You know, I can
chill.
handle this one blunt, right? So it's going in the cipher. I'm like, yeah.
And, he slept on it.
And
He
I'm
slept on it.
smoking.
That's what I miss
and I'm
about back in the
smoking.
day,
No,
bro.
check this shit out. Check this shit out. Yo, check this shit out. It gets worse than this. I'm smoking, nigga. And we walking to McDonald's. It was the longest walk, and it was only like 4 blocks away. It was the longest walk ever.
That shit was lace.
So 5 of these motherfuckers, like, yo, let me tell you, it was me, my boy Anthony, my boy McGilly. We go to McDonald's. Everybody else haul ass, right? So I'm with them. And I'm like, yo, we go to McDonald's, and I asked the dude, yo, how much I could get for $4? He was like, you.
Yeah, he was there. Yo, they laced it.
I was done. I was done. So, yo, I didn't even read the menu. I said, how much I'll get for $4, right? So check this out. So he goes, yeah, you get a burger and a fries for $4. I said, yo, let me get that. He goes, what a deal. So I'm like, oh, you trying to be funny now. You trying to be funny the way he said it. What a deal, right? So before
that dude
I
probably
know
was so happy, dog. That day he probably got a raise.
So I'm like, yo. So all I know is that I told my boys, I'm gonna go lay down. So
hey, you put one of these faces on you, like, yeah, what a deal.
Yo, like that. No, you
thought this was a game?
Check this shit out. No, like I'm about to wait for him outside.
Yo, my father abandoned me. You think this is a game? Yo, dude, she's like. Yo, she's like, yo,
fucking munchies.
He's like, yo, this man's hurt.
Check this shit out. It's bugged out. I ain't gonna front, yo. So I get my meal. My boy Anthony get his meal. My boy McGilly gets his meal. So we all talking. I said, yo, I gotta lay down, nigga.
Yeah, you was high. You so high.
Yo, I found myself by myself.
Pale.
Nigga,
he was pale.
laying on my cheeseburger. The guy wakes me up. The one, what a deal.
Oh.
And he was like, yo, hey, you good? I said, yeah, whoa. I'm good. What's up? You're like, yo, you laying on your cheeseburger, bro. And I'm looking around, I say, oh, these niggas left me, bro. They left me.
They don't care.
They left me, my man. So I had to walk all the way home from Washington.
Yo.
It's 4 long blocks.
I know
New York blocks
mad.
Not in Jersey.
All I say is, guys, if y'all don't smoke and y'all try to sit there and try to be peer pressure to smoking and you act like you did it, now it's probably easier. Back then, I would never do that shit again, yo. You know what's crazy? They crack on me to I go to the hood right now. My boy Anthony be like, yo, what a deal. I was like, oh, what a fucking friend you was, nigga, that you left me, bitch.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Walk the whole block by himself.
Bro. Bad experience. Bad experience, kid. Bad experience, yo. Like, it was like, yo, bad experience, bro.
Yo, what was your worst experience? Your worst experience?
That fucking cookie I ate, and I locked the door, and I was driving home.
Oh,
bro,
not on a drive,
over a fucking bridge.
Are you
so
serious?
I'm driving, and I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, he stopped.
I feel like I'm flying because like all you got is ocean water and all this shit. So when it brings me right back down to the end of the fucking the bridge, like I pulled over.
That shit was like a ride.
I called my girl like, babe, I know you can't overdose on weed, right?
Oh no, you can overdose. You got.
Like, I'm like, babe, I know you can't overdose on fucking weed, but
I think I'm
overdosing. She like, what do you mean?
I'm
like,
dying.
I can't stop shaking. She like, what did you do? I was like, so Greg, right? And she said, stop right there.
It always gotta be the name Greg.
Why you took anything from Greg? I was like, well, it was an edible. It was at the, almost at the end of the day. So it was like, you know. Yeah. She's like, how much? I said, I didn't see what he put in the cookie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
he put
I get at the end of that fucking bridge and I hang up. And she had to come with her best friend to come grab the car. Like, yo, it was the worst fucking. I called my boy. I'm like, yo, how much you put in there? He was like, I gave you half the syringe, and I put the other half of mine. I was like, bro, that's almost 500 milligrams.
Oh my god.
Well, all right. So imagine your car. Imagine all that shit in your car.
Yo, and this is the dude that works with you, yo. So he didn't even scale that shit right. Yo, it was like, yo, that
his
nigga,
knees were locked in. His knees were weak that day.
The thing with Greg, that's how he is. He like, fuck it, let's try it.
Oh my god, that's the worst, bro.
Yo, what's the worst experience you ever had, Louis?
Me?
Yeah.
All right, so like I said, it was really more like high school, but then the second one, I did dab.
Yeah.
I was with you. I'm gonna snitch you out. Yeah, we did that.
That means he was about 21 years old.
It's fine.
He was over 21.
I was living with him. We were living.
He was over 21.
Yeah,
but go ahead.
Yeah, but it's like no. All right, you wanted to try it. Guarantee it was my last time ever trying it. Did it right? Oh my god, I was coughing. I feel like I was gonna die.
Oh yeah, I remember that day.
On the sofa, everything, face red, tearing up.
Your lung came out.
And then it stops, right? And then I sit back, and then that's when it hit. Then I felt like I wasn't sitting anymore. I felt like I was like falling, you know, for like
the whole time.
The whole time. So I got up. So fast. You know, you just looking around and everyone's just watching TV. These get up, just like. Yeah, I'm going to the backyard.
Yeah.
Because the backyard had a pool.
No.
Everything, so I'm thinking.
I went to the garage, bro, where the boxing thing was at, and I'm just like, like it was it was the only way I could have got rid of my anxiety.
That nigga-
I had to punch that bag so hard, the thing, like the headpiece of it, flew off. I would never be able to gain that amount of strength ever again.
Oh my God.
That's anxiety strength. That's not a normal strength.
Nah, and I fuck with like real shit, though.
No, that's like when you feel like you about to
you ain't
die.
fucking lying.
The
I fuck
strength
with
that you
real
have
shit,
when you
like-
feel like you about to die. The
It's
adrenaline.
always the fucking uncles, bro.
I swear
It's
to
always
God.
the damn
I
uncles,
swear to
bro.
God. I swear to God. But
Yo.
I had tried it and then I figured like that's just not. It's not for me, bro. Like I'm sorry, I can't. You know what I mean? Like it's just. Nah, bro. Being that high, I'm sorry. It's
Yeah.
scary. And
Well,
then
the
I
first
think about it, like,
time
yo,
I ever did
imagine
that wasn't
other.
good.
Uh-huh.
The first time I ever did that wasn't the greatest, though.
I
called
believe
just like
it.
you did.
Oh my God.
But
man.
then I realized that controlling the temperature was where it was at, and I just learned that right when I
Controlling the
caught
temperature.
it.
Yeah, he just learned that,
I
right?
just learned it
when I, decided.
when showing him like, oh,
Yeah.
maybe the temperature's too high.
Oh my
Oh
God,
my
bro! It was the
God.
worst, bro.
Oh my God, bro.
I think he did it on purpose to like teach me a lesson.
That's-
I think deep down it was a lesson.
You said you wanted to try.
It was
I
more
like,
Yeah, I
lesson?
swear to God, I will never forget. Yeah, we were just talking about this before we started the podcast. I walked in there, right? Because this not the like he really thought I was. He was like, hey, yo, Tito, come over here or something. Let me ask you a question. Yo, he went near my ear and everything. Like, I thought he was about to kiss me in the cheek. He was like, yo, you taking steroids? He's like, why you so mad all the time?
Like, come here, try this shit right quick.
Yo, it was the most genuine question ever. Like, you could tell it was like an uncle, so like,
Yeah.
nephew.
Yo,
It was
cause
like,
you know, Tito, bro,
yo,
he be walking
talk to
around
me.
with that.
Hey, yo, talk to me, yo. You taking steroids?
Oh my
just like,
God.
what's up,
yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
Hey,
because
you all right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm all right. This my baby. This how I
mind you,
woke
nah,
up.
I'm like, what, like 20, just like going through a whole phase, bro.
Bro, I'm
Just
like,
nah,
but why you so angry?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not angry. This is still. I don't know what you want me to do with my face.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want me to do.
Yo, I swear to God, you hit it.
Sometimes you tell them, we did a podcast out there in the water, yo. And check this, check this shit out, yo.
Why you laughing
This
like
one,
that?
look, listen.
Why
You
is he
told me
laughing
that
like
shit.
that?
Look,
dog?
listen,
You
bro,
told me that.
listen, yo. So we
Hey,
did a
He like, you know
podcast.
what? I don't like people
Yo,
looking at me.
Nah,
Yeah, all right, hold up, bro. Check
How
this
did he
shit
know
out.
about- Oh,
Yo, so I'm like, yo. So we doing a podcast. We start the podcast, and people know what we do. So they're like, yo, it's a podcast. So people start walking over there, right?
Oh,
so so this one guy, he lights up a cigar and kept looking at Heck.
Yo, like,
So
what
Heck-
is that,
so
though?
Heck
Imagine.
goes, he goes. Go ahead, demonstrate it, Heck. Demonstrate it, Heck.
Bro, he has his cup. He's like,
Yeah.
giggling. Like, you can tell he's buzzing, but he's just looking at me like,
Yeah.
like you're about to bite me or something. Like, what do you?
So,
He was wondering
Like,
if you
you're
were
gonna
for
go
sale.
up to me, you're gonna be like, how much for you?
yeah, tight.
Or do?
Yeah.
And it's just like that's how he was looking at me. And bro, I'm like,
Heck felt mad uncomfortable. So he goes
I have my
on the
shades
live
on.
podcast.
I have my shades on.
Look what he does.
I'm looking at him. I'm just like, yeah. Hey, yo, Pops, have you ever had someone stare at you so uncomfortably?
Yeah, he did.
I had to emphasize it in front of the dude. And then,
he
He
did.
said it like
He
this.
did.
No, he said it like this. He goes, you know what a pet peeve of mine is?
Yeah, you know what a pet.
When motherfuckers
Yeah.
looking at you.
Okay, you saw
Yeah.
it. You saw it.
Oh, yo,
like,
mind
I
you,
saw that
yo,
shit.
the funniest part, the dude was still clueless. He was just like,
Yeah.
yo, his smile got bigger, and then I had to take my shades off because I thought he thought I was part playing or something, and then he just.
Yo, he
I
took
took
off
my
his
shades
shades.
off. I was just like,
Hank looked like
Yo,
the
I've
Rock,
never
bro.
seen-
Yo, I was like, yo.
He looked like the Rock, and he was like, listen, jabroni,
Yo, that dude turned
you
around.
fucking look at me one more time.
Yo, that dude turned around, yo. The dude turned around
never seen
so
it.
fast.
I never seen a
I
man
said,
turn
yo,
around
Heck.
so fast.
I said, yo, what are you doing? I said, people like to see us.
Nah,
You scaring away.
Like,
Yo,
I'm not doing
yo,
it.
no,
I'm not
listen,
doing
Yo,
it.
you know what he told me,
yo,
bro?
listen.
You know what he told me that made me more mad? He's like, yo, hey, people probably think we famous. They think we the news. I'm just like,
Yeah,
but we're not.
but
We're
no,
not- we're
because
not
we
the
got the
news.
microphones, we got the podcast on it. You know what I'm saying? So it looks official. It's official.
Yeah.
It's official. People probably think we the media. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the water, some shit like that.
Yo, do you see
at the
anyone
water,
with fat cameras around
You
holding
don't
them
need.
like
See,
that?
that's the problem. That's what you get it messed up.
But you
at.
would think that's what the news
You
uses,
don't
right?
need. Yeah, but you
The
don't
news
need the
do
big.
use-
You don't need the big cameras no more.
Listen, just don't stare at me like you're about to purchase me. I'm not your sex slave.
He
Stop
wanted to
staring
purchase,
at-
and I could have sold you.
Hey,
And you messed that shit up.
I can see Hetty
Yo,
saying, "Hey, what you mean you could afford them? Like, what you talking about?
How much? How much? How
Like,
much? How much you? How much you talking?
How much
Let's
you
talk
offer?
about this on the podcast. Come here.
Yo, what, no,
I wanna talk about this on the
You know what?
podcast.
You know what I told him, yo? All jokes aside, though. All jokes aside, I said, yo, that could be a radio person. He might like the way we do things. They might like to hear that shit in the fucking radio. You know what I'm saying? The dude looked like he had money. He looked like one of those. He just came off the boat.
But he
All I
smoking
was
a
saying in
cigar.
my head-
But he's smoking a
But
cigar.
I understood Lewis though. I understood him. He was like, yo, nah,
Nah, he
bro,
didn't
I don't
understand
like,
me. He didn't know. He didn't
but
understand me.
But I did cut off the podcast at that. I'm drooling. All right, I was like, yo, all right, heck, we got to get the fuck out of here before this guy come back with a whole clique of people and shit like that.